Good morning everyone. So I am providing you a video based on the bases. Okay. So what are bases? Bases are either metallic oxides or metallic hydroxide. Another one is ammonium hydroxide is another base. Ammonium hydroxide is also a base. Like say for example sodium, potassium, copper, magnesium, calcium, all these are metals. When they react with oxygen, they form their respective metallic oxide. Sodium forms sodium oxide, potassium forms potassium oxide, copper forms copper oxide. Similarly, magnesium will form magnesium oxide, calcium will form calcium oxide, and so on. So when the metals react with oxygen, they form metallic oxides, and when they react with water, they form their respective hydroxide. Hydroxide means OH minus is the hydroxide radical. Hydroxide radical. So when these metallic oxides or metallic hydroxides, the first reaction is there. See page number 43, it is written, when the bases react with acid, we get salt and water. When bases react with acid, they form salt and water. Now bases produce hydroxide ion and acids produce hydronium ions. That means hydroxide of base plus hydronium ion from acid will give you the water molecule. So now let's take an example. See, it is given copper oxide is taken. Copper oxide, this is black in color. When copper oxide reacts with HCl, it forms CuCl2, which is blue in color, CuCl2, and along with that we get water molecule. Similarly, ammonium hydroxide is another base which reacts with acid to form ammonium chloride, a salt, and water molecule. Okay. Next, aluminium hydroxide. Aluminium hydroxide reacts with nitric acid to form aluminium nitrate and water. Aluminium nitrate and water. So, the hydroxide ion of bases or the oxide of bases will react with hydronium ions of acids to produce the water molecule, and along with that salt will be produced. Now what is basic oxide? Basic oxide means the metals reacting with oxygen to form their basic oxides. See, non-metals with oxygen forms acidic oxide. Non-metals with oxygen will form acidic oxide. What are the examples? Examples are sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, then sulfur trioxide, then nitrogen dioxide. You have already done this experiment NO2 when we do for sulfur dioxide in the practical lab. I will show you the same experiment. NO2 gas turns blue litmus paper red. That means NO2 is acidic in nature. Any nonmetals with oxygen forms acidic oxide. Similarly, any metals with oxygen will give you basic oxide. That means they will turn red litmus blue. A basic oxide is a metallic oxide which contains the oxide ion. It will contain oxide ions and reacts with an acid to form salt and water only. Oxide means what is the radical for oxide? O2 minus. Oxide is O minus 2. Okay. Now see, for example, let's take examples. See, lead PbO2. PbO2 is lead 4 oxide. Lead can have two valencies. One is Pb plus 2 and the other one is Pb plus 4. So PbO2, where Pb is in plus 4 state. Here the valency for lead is Pb plus 4. PbO2 reacts with HCl, gives PbCl2, chlorine gas and water molecule. Now remember, lead 4 oxide is a metallic oxide. Lead 4 oxide is a metallic oxide which reacts with hydrochloric acid to form the salt PbCl2. Cl2 is the gas emitted, and along with that water molecule is released. Now when bases react with water, Bases will react with water to form salt and water only. This word only has a great significance. Metallic oxides or metallic hydroxides will react with acids to form salt and water only. No other thing will be produced, only salt and water. But here in this reaction, PbO2 is reacting with HCl. PbO2 is a metallic oxide. It is reacting with acid. Then we expect that chlorine should not be produced. We expect that PbCl2 and water will be produced, but there will be no chlorine gas. However, Cl2 is produced in this reaction, which shows that PbO2, lead 4 oxide, is a metallic oxide but not a base, because bases will react with acid to form salt and water only. No other thing will be produced.